mysterious, the curious, the blurriest. From the beginning of time, man has wondered about mysteries. Are they fiction or are they fact? The Eberlin Enigma. Submitted for your examination, Eberlin, a name synonymous with innovation, a name on which fortunes were made through startling, prolific inventions, a name known also to disappear. Thomas Eberlin was at the height of his brilliant career, and some said working on his most ingenious invention yet, when he suddenly disappeared from public life forever more than 150 years ago. But what happened to Thomas? Was he the victim of foul play by a jealous rival? Or had he stumbled upon something so powerful that it had to be kept hidden? Thomas's genius was inherited by the latest Eberlin, Max Eberlin, a virtual rock star in the up-and-coming scientific community. Unfortunately, genius was not the only thing these two men had in common. So too were their penchants for disappearing. But why did he vanish too? Max was last seen 10 years ago at this infamous Einstein Awards banquet, where hundreds of the world's top minds were saved when a fire alarm cleared the room just moments before the ceiling collapsed. But when the ceiling collapsed, Max, like a rock star, had left the building. How could a man, even a genius such as Max, have predicted such an event? Yet this footage clearly suggests that Max Eberlin did just that. Why would a man admired by all and a hero to many walk away from his newfound fame? Surely the key to this mystery is more than the simple wish to avoid the notorious scientific paparazzi. What are the secrets being held by the Eberlin estate? Did the Eberlin genius come with a price? The price of a curse? The world may never know, but that won't stop us from wondering whatever became of this modern mystery.
What I really want to know, Dad, is why you're wearing sunglasses everywhere except where you need them most.
I thought I heard your father's voice.
I don't think so. You're imagining your ghosts again.
No, I'm certain I heard him, Anna. As clear as if he were standing right here. Have you felt a shiver coming over you?
Mum, why did Dad wear sunglasses all the time?
Well, why don't you just ask him? He's probably in your bathroom. Sometimes he likes to go...
No, Mum. What you were hearing was that mystery show. I was watching it again.
This is how you want to spend your birthday.
No, listen. I think I found something interesting this time. You see, it's the sunglasses.
I think you're going to find this much more interesting.
What's this?
I found it a few weeks ago in an old shoebox.
For my daughter Anna, on her 16th birthday. Has this been hidden in the house all this time?
Either that or one of the ghosts left it.
What is it? What does this mean?
Maybe it's a way to contact your father on the other side.
Don't you see? Maybe it means he's still alive. I know it's been 10 years, but I always had the feeling...
If he was still alive, would I be seeing his ghost everywhere? Would I?
No, but maybe he's stuck or trapped somewhere or held captive by someone.
Maybe he's helping Tintin find Professor Calculus. Oh.
Seriously, Mum? You really don't know anything about his work?
Never you mind, never you mind. It's best left alone for your own good. And so on and so on. That is what Max always said to me, and that is what I say to you, my sweet. Now, I ordered in some nice birthday cake, and I suddenly feel a nasty draft coming from somewhere. Whew. Are you coming down?
But what if these things are clues that will help me find him?
It's best left alone.
I know my father wanted me to have this for a reason. And I intend to find out what it is. should take Mom's boots. She'll probably ask for them later. I once posted a video of me playing Seven Nation Army. Nobody watched it, thank God. Bunsen Bunny! I always played emergency vet with him and Father. Dad had a thing for rabbits in distress, I guess. I've read all the books on it. The thermostat's in here. The fireplace must be crazy hot now. I don't like putting it up that high. It's dangerous. The fireplace should be low now. Mum will be unhappy. Just bits and bobs. And a light bulb. Mum must have locked the door. The storm knocked out our phones. I'm not vacuuming on my birthday. Odd. My house keys are missing. I'll bet Mom knows where they are. It's an old mechanical diorama. My mother always said it was a family heirloom too delicate for kids to play with. But now I wonder if it has something to do with my father's disappearance. I need to figure out what it does, once and for all. Looks like negative and positive wires. This diorama never worked before, but I'll use my birthday wish. It looks like a tiny speaker. There was probably something attached to amplify sound at one time.
Anna, the fire's low. I'd fix it, but I can't walk on this floor. It's too cold.
My party balloons! Might come in handy. I'll keep them in mind. Mum? I see the fuse blew in the gallery again.
Maybe rats chewed the wires, but I didn't want to call the electricians. They might fall off a ladder or burn the house down. Better off left alone.
But isn't it good to look at all the family portraits in there once in a while?
Best stay out of there. I only use it for storage now. You might trip on something and kill yourself.
People don't kill themselves tripping on things.
That's where you're wrong, Anna. It happens all the time.
Maybe those portraits can give me some clues that will help me. What do you and Dad's ghost talk about?
I tell him how you're doing.
It's okay, Mum. I'm glad.
He's very proud of you.
What about visiting your family? Don't you miss all those society parties?
Your father was always the most interesting person in the room. Not really.
Why did you close the shutters behind you?
Lightning might break the window.
Are you still getting chills?
I always feel a draft when ghosts are active in the house. I'm too cold to sleep.
We need a generator. We can't let every storm knock out our electricity.
Oh, and leave cans of explosive fuel lying around in storage?
Why do we keep blowing fuses?
Spirits disrupt the flow of energy.
I feel like something is drawing power that we don't know about. Did you ever think of selling this old house?
Never! Where would all the ancestors live?
Where did Father do his experiments?
He went to the Institute. He locked himself in the study.
But when he was here, did he have a lab? Was there some reason why you locked the front door and took my house keys?
I'm sorry, Anna, but I was afraid you'd go out into the storm and get hit by lightning.
What are the odds of that?
0, as long as you stay in the house.
Let me outside to see the storm.
I can't. You know the rules. We batten down the hatches in the storm.
Do you know how to make the diorama work?
Stay away from it, Anna. They use it to get into the house.
It's just the old place creaking, Mum.
If it were just the house settling, then why are my feet cold? So cold. The house is not settling. It's possessed.
Cold feet. That's my mother. If she were in a sauna, and the sauna was in the Sahara, and the Sahara was in full summer, what would she have? Cold feet. Still, she might be right about that diorama being connected to my ancestors. Somehow. Did Dad ever get the diorama to work?
Yes, long ago. But he said it had a ghost. Pepper's ghost.
What's that old diorama do, Mum?
It's an automaton built by your great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Eberlin. I've never seen it work, Anna, but don't touch it. Your father always said it was haunted by Pepper's ghost.
Who was Pepper?
I think he was an inventor friend of Thomas's. But it's not only Pepper's ghost, it's the ghost of all your ancestors.
Do you know why Thomas built the diorama?
Your father never said, but he always smiled when he looked at it, like it was some sort of private joke. And no one was allowed to touch it.
Tell me again, who built the diorama?
Oh, you know, darling, that crazy old Thomas, your great-great-great-grandfather.
Do you have a theory about this glass vial?
No, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. You think just like him.
What do you think really happened to Dad?
Ask his ghost.
Why did he always wear sunglasses?
He said he injured his eyes in a lab experiment. I never believed him.
How come I never got a pet for my birthday?
I thought the bird in your cuckoo clock was your pet. Anyway, animals don't like ghosts.
How come I never got a pet?
I thought anyway.
Now that I'm 16, how about a drink?
Heavens no, too dangerous.
How much trouble can I get into here? Can we go somewhere to celebrate?
And drive on these roads in a storm?
I should give him back to her. Here, keep your feet warm.
Oh, thank you. I thought I'd lost them. I suppose I can fix the fireplace myself now.
Something's under the cushion. My house key.
How does this work?
Cards from Mother and some relatives. My friends don't send cards. They'd never get past my mother.
I think I did it.
I know what they are. Socks. too risky to go in. Here's a flashlight and a 15-amp fuse. This flashlight's dead. Someone forgot to put in a battery. And I think her name starts with Mum. We always have to swap batteries in this house. Chemistry notes. Mum won't let me do any of the lab experiments. She says somebody might blow something up. Done. I need to put in a new fuse, 20 amps or less. Somebody needs to tear out all the wiring in this house and start from scratch. Please don't blow up in my face. Great, I won't need the flashlight anymore. Max Eberlin, 1968 to... So this is my father, Max. I don't remember much about him, really. I was only 6 the last time I saw him. Again, scientist. And, again, nobody seemed to know what he was working on. I don't know what it is with this family and mystery projects. Victor Eberlin, 1936 to 1998. The story on Conrad's son Victor is that he ruffled the family feathers when he threw away a promising career as a surgeon for a life at sea. Officially, he crossed the world as captain of trading vessels of questionable origins while documenting the diffusion of infectious diseases. Which sounds like the Eberlin way of saying he was a smuggler. If there was ever any proof one way or the other, it was lost at sea when his ship and everyone on it went down in a heavy storm. Was it the Eberlin family curse? Conrad Eberlin, 1878 to 1941. Conrad showed up after Edgar's death. Some people wondered if he was really Edgar's son, but he had the Eberlin inventor gene sure enough. He designed and piloted early airships, which is pretty cool. But the big thing he was working on was the first aerial map of the whole planet. It was supposedly the most detailed map ever made, but I've never seen it. No one has. It was either lost or stolen, or else it never really existed. Conrad died in an airship accident in World War II. Edgar Eberlin, 1847 to 1892. Edgar was a scientist like Thomas, but according to Mom, he wasn't as brilliant. He spent most of his life traveling the world, probably to get away from the expectations of his famous father. He did a good job of it too, because no one even knew where he was for years. Then all of a sudden he came back and started giving public lectures warning about the dangers of gas lighting, which is odd because he died in a theater fire. He also had a reputation as a ladies' man but never married. How's that for colorful? My favorite ancestor is Thomas Eberlin, my great-great-great-grandfather. He was also a pretty great scientist and inventor. Something about this portrait looks new. Avoid that. The reason Mum won't fix the roof? She's worried the roofers will get hurt. Not so exciting when it's next to a motorbike. My father's old motorbike. Once upon a time, people had fun around here. But somewhere along the line, fun turned into dangerous. That was my best memory as a kid, but now all I can think is, were you already planning to leave us? That lampshade's getting burned by the bulb. This clock has never worked. I think it's someone's idea of a joke. Didn't we have a ladder here? What happened to it? Now, nothing's more important than working late with you guys. I love work so much. I put my famous career above everything else. Perfect fit. It fits perfectly.
Understanding of what I have discovered, this must be held in absolute secrecy. Should you have any doubts along the way, Darwin will assist you. I congratulate you on discovering the secret of Pepper's ghost. My name is Thomas Eberlin, and I designed this automaton to test your intellect and strength of purpose. But this is only the first test. My years of private research have resulted in a momentous discovery. I have harnessed a power which may prove to be of immense benefit to mankind, but which also holds the potential for unprecedented destruction. After witnessing this destruction in my own son Edgar, I had determined that mankind was not yet ready to possess it. For this reason, I built a secure laboratory to continue my work in secrecy. However, as dangerous as this power can be, I could not in good conscience permit its virtues to be lost to humanity. It became necessary for me to make provisions for my eventual demise. The secure area can only be accessed from my study. To gain entry, you will need to count the specific hours of the day, beginning with the 0 hour. And the code to those hours is in this book. Remember this book, and the starting point, the 0 hour. A word of warning. You are about to embark on a perilous journey. Until you have come to a full understanding of what I have discovered, this must be held in absolute secrecy. Should you have any doubts along the way, Darwin will assist you.
A really dusty, battered old book called Liber Abaci. Okay, I'm going outside. I should bring it back to the study. I wasn't trying to escape, I was just cleaning windows. I know I'm supposed to be nervous around storms, but I can't help being fascinated by them at the same time.
Anna? Answer me!
I should go inside soon. The glass is really dark, but I think there might be something in the center. Come on, lightning. It looks like some kind of casting mold for a key. Lightning flashed on something shiny in the fountain. 3 gold coins. Okay, that's weird. They weren't here before, and we haven't had visitors in ages. These symbols on the fountain look just like the ones carved on the box containing the glass vial. I thought they looked familiar. Pretty obvious what that is. I'll set it up. There's no search function in a library. If I want to find something, where do I even start? Fibonacci time with hours 0 and 1. The time has just begun when present is added to past. the future hour is cast. Just as adding the previous 2 will get to the next in the queue. Success! Okay, the pendulum's working now. The shelves in the corner are moving. Something tells me those stairs don't lead to a wine cellar. Thomas said it would take me on a perilous journey. Should I risk it? Or should I get a blanket and go sit with my mother? I say risk it. This spins and generates electricity. Let's figure this out. Water boils in the tank and creates steam. Steam turns the generator in front. I can't pry open the door. It must release coal. I really want to move the handle, but I can't reach it. It looks like this chain broke off from the handle above the coal feeder. Yes, that'll work. It worked! I hear lights switching on in the distance. There must be other rooms down there. I'm a little scared to go through. Oh, wow! This is probably an air duct. Much of the equipment here has layers of dust, but not these tongs. A mallet, science's first precision instrument. A sturdy little crucible. There, it's on. They fit perfectly, ready to melt. Okay, we are ready to melt the gold. I have to do this slowly and carefully. Done! Now let's pour out the molten gold before it cools. Perfect! I'll use the tongs again and pour it in. Just give it a bit to cool down, and I think I've done it. That's it! I've got a gold key! All right, off. It's a small vacuum tube filled with crushed crystal. The right leg of a robot bird. One metal bird leg, the left one. A big spring that got unwound. A small wooden tail. The key fits. I'll wind it up. Nothing. It looks like he's missing some parts. Maybe I just need to put him back together. That's how you do it. Success! Won't fit. Phew! Sweet! Good. Nice.
Good morning, Thomas.
Sorry, Darwin, I'm not Thomas.
Well then, good morning, not Thomas. Would you like to put on your risk atlas?
Thomas is my great-great-great-grandfather. I'm Anna. Oh, I'm sorry. What's a risk atlas?
Birds opening, not Thomas.
Birds opening? How can I find out what that is?
Activating birds opening sequence. Birds opening, not Thomas.
Book on chess. This might have something. Birds opening. White pawn to f4.
happening?
Let me reset the board here. White pawn to f4.
Risk Atlas.
A hidden drawer just clicked open. I hope it's not full of spiders. Let's see. Some bulky sunglasses. And another one of those mazers. Darwin?
Edgar. Edgar, is that you?
My name is Ana, Darwin.
My name is Thomas Eberlin. Why do you think I'm Darwin?
Because you're talking through him.
Darwin, after all these years, my word, how astonishing this,
Ana Eberlin. And if you're really Thomas Eberlin, then I'm your great-great-great-granddaughter. Where do you think I should use this? I'm so curious to see what it does. What is a risk atlas, anyway?
It's a device capable of measuring causality in 3 temporal dimensions. It reveals the clockwork of the universe.
Translation, please. What does a risk atlas do?
It shows you how likely it is that something is going to happen.
Could this risk atlas help me find my father? He's been missing for 10 years.
10 years, you say? I wonder.
You wonder what, Thomas?
Nothing, child. We needn't assume anything just yet. Try the book. It may reveal where your father last went, but be certain to take Darwin with you. He has been my constant companion in the use of the Risk Atlas.
What kind of things are going to happen?
The more causally significant, the more it is revealed.
Causally significant? You mean bad things?
Not necessarily.
The book is blank.
Only to those who don't know how to look.
Take Darwin with me. Where am I going?
Wherever the book takes you.
How are we communicating?
That's an excellent question. Darwin's topaz crystal maser has been tuned to the same frequency as my tantalite crystal, but there would have to be an immense electrical power source.
Something like a thunderstorm?
That could do it. The negative ions could be forming some sort of quantum field.
How is this conversation possible? You must be 195 years old.
Technically, I'm 215. It's 2033. If my math is correct, you are in the year 150 years since I constructed the first Risk Atlas.
How can you be in the future?
My son, Edgar. He brought me here, then took my Risk Atlas so I would have no way back.
Where is here?
I'm in an asylum outside Zurich.
Should I come and get you out?
It's no use. I'm not there in 20. And even if it were, you don't sound old enough to do anything about it, Miss Ana Eberlin.
16 is plenty old enough. This seems too big to be a lab journal. And all the pages are blank, but it has a bookmark. It could be my father's handwriting on the cover. Perils of Man. There's that word peril again. Why not just danger? I'm pretty sure my father didn't abandon us just to write a novel. There must be more to this. I see words! Fire at the Aladon Theatre, London, 1873. Assessment of damage done by fire and by smoke. What is this? Electromagnetism exhibit goes awry. Hundreds die.
Excellent knot, Thomas!
This must be the theater I saw in the book. The Aladon. Wait. Does that also mean I'm in the year 1873?
Temporal transposition, knot, Thomas!
I don't know what that means, but it definitely doesn't sound good. It looks like the electromagnetism exhibit the book mentions. That means this place is going to burn down tonight. My father must be somewhere in this theater. But why, Darwin?
Ana, are you there, child?
Thomas? Thomas, can you hear me? I think I'm in 1873.
Ana, I was afraid Well, just listen carefully. I don't know how much time we have. To warn you about altering events. This must be approached with extreme...
You're fading out. Did you say altering events?
Every change has consequences. I hope you're good at chess. You'll have to think 3 steps ahead.
I'm losing you. Is my father at the theater? The book was open to this page. Did he go through before me?
Possible. However, it's complicated to explain.
Tell me, I'll understand.
In theory,
I think I'm underneath the Aladon stage.
what did the book tell you about it?
Fire. Hundreds dead.
Terrible. You need to try to stop. But be careful not to have a mistake.
How do I get back?
Yes, I forgot you're new to this. The temporal transition is achieved by
What's a temporal transposition? Darwin warned me about it.
the most peculiar phenomenon associated with the Bavarian crystal. Change in time is experienced.
Do you mean time travel? This is getting so confusing.
You called it time walking, and he... Oh my. Ana, I just realized that if you're back in 1873, it is possible he could still be there.
Who?
Edgar. He was still alive then.
Will he try to trap me in the past? Thomas, I can't hear you.
Is crucial. Just remember this, Ana. A mirror is always backward.
Thomas? Thomas, can you hear me? Can he help me?
Stay away from him. He brought me here, then took my wrist atlas, so I would have no way back.
Where is here?
I'm in an asylum outside Zurich, in the year 2033.
What should I do if I see Edgar?
Something. He might.
The fumes from that barrel are intense, like oil. And oil is highly flammable. a little prize bar. Okay, I got to remember not to smash everything. Yeah, I should be able to get the lid off. It's too full of water to move. Got it. Cute little drum. The drum's watertight. This is working. Empty. I can move it now if I want.
Take care now, Thomas. Risk azimuth.
We have got to give you better error messages.
Problem solved.
Estimated by the position of the two atoms on the periodic table. When a compound is formed from elements that are on opposite sides of the periodic table, such as the explored metal, the periodic non-metal, that compound is formed.
Darwin, remind me not to be a cadaver in 1873.
Very well. When would you like me to remind you, not Thomas?
Never mind. And my name is not Thomas.